me out via Facebook. So I told him that I'm gay. Because I am. And then 2 days later, he asked me to join his softball team. My sidekick told me that the person that I'm thinking about all the time is thinking about me too. The guy who drilled a hole in his head to stay high forever? My Tinder profile reads, "Just a homosexual on the prowl." And I think it makes me seem a lot more smooth than I actually am. It's actually a quote from a 1950s PSA about gay people, but nobody knows where that's from. So all the girls messaging me are like, "Ooh, on the prowl, what ya hunting for?" And, you know, my first instinct is to say, "Pussy." But, you know, I can't tell them that, so I just say, "A good burrito most of the time." I saw this job ad on Indeed for painting, okay? And in the description, it says, "Must be presentable." What, am I not supposed to have paint on my clothes while I'm painting? Or do they just mean, like, no rips? Fine, I won't wear my shirt with the nipples ripped out. Jeez. Sometimes I look back at my early college self, and I think, who is she? Seriously, why was I like that? If you went to college, I'm sure that you remember your first college party. I remember mine. It was welcome week. My roommate and I were bored as hell. And then, this guy invites her to a party via Snapchat. Legit, right? So we go. And at first it's pretty lame, but then it gets lit, all right? So then I get separated from her at some point, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just find her later. And so then I start making awkward eye contact with this guy over and over again, and he thinks that I'm like flirting with him for some reason. So he motions me to like follow him upstairs. And you know, this guy's like pretty attractive, and at this point in the night, I just don't care about anything at all. So I'm like, guess I'll fuck that guy. Meanwhile, my roommate thinks that I like tried to leave the party or something, so she's going up to every single other person at that party and saying, "I can't find my roommate. You have to help me find my roommate." And this is Minnesota, so they're gonna help her. Cut back to me and that guy upstairs. We're making out. It's just okay. Then he pushes me on the bed, because that's sexy. And then he gets on top of me, when suddenly we hear this pounding on the door. "Hey, what are you guys doing in there?" And then the door handle jiggles, and then this Friday Night Smackdown looking dude just like busts down the door. And then he's so apologetic about it. He was like, oh, no, I'm sorry, no, go back to what you were doing. No, it's fine. And he like gently closes the door again, but the guy I'm with is like, nope, fuck the shit, I'm out. And so he like swings the door open to reveal everyone else at that party standing in the hallway. And at the very end is my roommate. So the moral of the story is, tell your friends where you're going. You know what I hate? When you're at a dinner party or something, and it's like all silent for a minute because people are like enjoying their food. And then there's always one asshole who has to be like, "Ooh, it's quiet. That means that everybody's enjoying the food." It's like, yes, we know. Shut the fuck up, Darren. Something that I fight with my mom about a lot is water conservation. She thinks that because we live in Minnesota, we don't have to worry about it. And I try to tell her that this is a global issue, not a regional one. But she doesn't believe me. So she says to me, you know, I don't really know if the world is running out of water because how do you explain rain? The water cycle. The what now? Mom, you really never learned about the water cycle? I think I've heard of it. Why don't you explain it again, though? So I did. And she's like, oh, whatever. I was at my friend's house once, and I was sleeping in her roommate's bed. I thought that I was dying that night, and my first thought was, that's okay. But then I didn't, because my second thought was, no, it wouldn't. That would be rude.